Hi everyone, my name is Monica. Today we shall cook Mee Siam. It is a dish made from beehoon, a type of thin rice vermicelli that has a chili hot, sweet and sour flavors. This dish is popular in Malaysia and Singapore. Come along with me to see how this dish is made. First we need to blend the dried prawns, dried chilies, shallots and belacan, which is the shrimp paste. Add some water to ease the blending process. So the idea is to blend it until it forms a very smooth paste. So it should look something like this. Nice and smooth. Yep, something like this. Now we are going to fry the spice paste. Put a little bit of oil in our pan. Heat up the oil and pour the spice paste into the pan. We are going to continue to stir it for approximately 10 minutes. So this is only part that takes a bit longer to cook. So after 5 minutes, it looks a little bit drier like so. And after 10 minutes, it has darkened, it is very aromatic, and the oil has separated from the rest of the ingredients. So this is a time to separate the paste into two portions. The first portion is the paste that we are going to put aside to make the gravy later on. So we have the other half of the spice paste in the pan. Add in some plain water. So we are also going to add in the seasoning for the spice paste now. First of all, we need to add in 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of ikan bilis powder or anchovies powder. So meantime, we are going to heat up the beehoon. So we are going to boil the beehoon for 1 minute, no more than 1 minute. Just boil the beehoon just before you add into the spice paste. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to separate the rice vermicelli. So we need to do it just before we put it in. Rather than cook it and then put it aside, it will stick together and makes it very hard for us to mix. So pour into the spice paste. Mix well. So you can see that it is much easier to separate the individual strands of vermicelli. Then add the taugeh, the kuchai, mix well. Here I have 2 pieces of firm taugeh which I've cut into 1 cm cubes, and then I fried it until it turns slightly brown. So we're going to add half of this into our beehoon, while the other half we will reserve it for putting on as toppings. Mix well as well. So taste and see whether we need to add any more ingredients or any more salt. Mine seems to be okay. Yep. So now we make the spice gravy. So remember the half of the spice that we have put aside. Now we just have to add 3 tablespoons of preserved soya bean paste. This is a salty paste. 3 tablespoons of sugar, add in 1 cup of tamarind juice which I have extracted from tamarind pulp and added with water, 2 big onions, julienned, Add in 1.5 liters of plain water. Mix well. Cover and cook for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it looks something like this. Add in 400 grams of prawns. I have slit the back to make it easier to eat. So cook it for 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, then we can put these prawns aside. We are going to use the prawns for topping afterwards. Add in half a liter of plain water. So all in all, we have added 2 liters of plain water into this spice paste gravy. So once it comes to a boil, we can dish it up and put it aside, ready to be served. We can enjoy this Mee Siam in 2 ways. One is in the dry form. We have a hard-boiled eggs as topping, chives, local limes, sautéed small prawns, and fried onions. Or we can enjoy it with the gravy. So put a little bit of this beehoon into a bowl. Then dish the gravy over the beehoon, as much gravy as you prefer. Then you add in the toppings, which comprise of the tofu, a sliced hard-boiled eggs, the prawns that we have scalded just now, we can also serve it with your favorite sambal, local lime. So the local lime adds sour richness to the dish. So sprinkle a little bit of fresh chives and a little bit of fried onions. Enjoy and happy cooking!